Guys, if you're just jumping on in, let me know where you're tuning in from, what city, what state, what's the size of your group. And we're going to talk about Kim's journey. So, Kim, tell me a little bit about your origin story. Like, what did you start off with doing, and then how did you stumble upon this crazy world of monetizing and using communities to create a conversion event for yourself? Yeah, like what are the series of things that led you down this rabbit hole to finding out about Ignite, and then and then saying yes to yourself. So
Yeah,
let's dive on into it.
for sure. Thank you. We could be here a long time if we did the whole backstory, but I will shrink it up for you. I suffered from severe depression and burnout. I always say I was a teacher in my previous life, so I taught school, and really, was kind of in a depression for 10 years. And really learned through that how to heal myself, how to help myself. And I just had this moment where I was helping my daughter with a panic attack. And I had this voice that just said to me, this is why you had to go through what you did so that you can help others and help her heal. And I then became an energy healer. I opened up my own business. And what really happened was I started to really feel that they wanted to tell their story and they wanted their support. So I became an integrative mental health coach. And then I started deciding, well, what if I could help people prevent burnout and overwhelm instead of just healing them from the trauma? And so my purpose became teaching, which I am a teacher at heart, and really teaching about prevention. And so I started talking, doing workshops, and then COVID hit. And so I built a membership. I started building Facebook groups, and I shifted online. And I had this amazing Facebook group, but I was not making money at what I was doing, and knew that if I had this, then I need somehow to monetize it. And so, I mean, you just kind of came up in my feed, one day, and I started reading, and I took your your free 5-day challenge, and really felt that I already had a lot of the things. I already had a Facebook group, which you help people who don't even have a Facebook group yet, right? And so that is kind of what led me to that. And then from there, I just decided that this was kind of my last chance, and I needed that support that seemed like your program was really going to offer.
Yeah, I love that. So we came in at the right time in the right place. You already had a Facebook group, but you weren't monetizing from your Facebook group. Even though you have an offer, you've proven that you can help your people. So a lot goes into, like, there's a lot of people who are just like you. They have a group, they have assets in place. They're like, how come I'm not monetizing? What is going on? And I want to dive a little bit deeper into that. Like, what were the things that you weren't doing that after you got into the program you started doing, that you felt like, oh, like I wasn't monetizing the group correctly because of these factors of like, what did you do differently is something I want to dive into, like before and then after.
Sure. I didn't have a plan before.
That would be
Right?
number one, no
Yeah.
plan.
Yeah. And I really, I was following, 20 different people,
Mm.
trying to do everything that everyone was saying. And it gets overwhelming. And then, you get stuck because it's so overwhelming. You just don't do anything. And I think that I was not completely sure of my offer exactly. It wasn't, I don't think, specific enough. And so I think now I have learned, well, I have the accountability that helps me set up the next steps. And I think that's what I really need. I need someone to say, okay, you've done this, now take the next step and do this and do this. And you still break it into whatever your business is, right? You're helping people monetize, I'm helping people heal. And I think that accountability and support for me within knowing how to post within the Facebook group and how to engage with my people. And that has probably been the biggest thing that I've done is we just engage with our people 100% more than I did before I joined GroupConvert.
Mm. Tell me about that. Like, how are you engaging before? Were you sending a message a day, a few messages a week? How did engagement change for you?
Yeah, sure. So I would send messages to people who had been clients before or who maybe signed up. I was doing webinars before, but I was not reaching out to new people. I wasn't saying, hey, hi, how are you? And so now, we are reaching out, well, every day, right, to 20, 30 people saying hi, how are you? People who comment and engage in the Facebook group, we're DMing them, we're making conversations, right? Then we invite them into the free challenge from there, and really getting people that, and this is also a big thing, is that I sometimes would prejudge people, especially if they were a warm lead already, that, oh, I don't think that they'd be interested. And, you don't know what other people are thinking. And so you do your thing and you offer them your special service and how you can support them. And if they want it, they will say yes. And I would say 80% of the people say yes when we reach out to them DMing. But I wasn't doing that before. So I would get the odd one that would see the event, or, I might invite them to the event, but I don't DM and have a conversation with them. So I think that's the biggest difference.
Like the intuitive type of back and forth that allows you to really find out the truth if they are someone who's interested versus prejudging and saying, oh, I'm bothering them, they might not really care. And then you find out the truth is 80% say yes, which means does that give you confidence? That does give your team confidence to say, wow, this can work. As long as we do more of this, then this will lead to X results in terms of conversion, in terms of conversations. Okay, cool. So tactically, that's something that you did differently that helped you. What about, I saw inside of our Slack channel, you're like, oh, people are enrolling. So walk me through that experience, like mentally, in terms of like how did things shift for you when you were experiencing it and witnessing? What are the changes that you went through yourself?
Oh, yeah. Well, I think that, the biggest change was that I can do it. Like, I felt for the 5 months before, 6 months before, I had stalled completely. And I think this, it's only been my first launch with you, gave me the confidence that, oh my gosh, I can do this. And as soon as you have that, right, your whole mindset, your whole energy just shifts, and it gives you the momentum to be able to move forward on the next steps. And so it's just confidence. It's complete confidence. And then it is every time that I have accountability calls or have the group support me, is like, wow, someone has my back, right? People understand what I'm going through. They have my back. And when you feel that, you have that confidence again to move forward.
Yeah, it's the support of the team and telling you what is the very next thing you should do versus like, like a whole big list that can feel overwhelming. And you said that you felt for the first time in 6 months because five months you stalled, you just became paralyzed from inaction, and then you were like, oh my god, I can do this. So can you take us through what are the things that you did that enabled you to say, "Oh my gosh"? Is it like the way in which we help you script out what you're going to say, like more specific things? And the reason why I asked this question is because there is a lot of vagueness in terms of like people outside peering in and then you experiencing on the inside. And I like to have as much like clarity seep through as possible for them to like say, oh, okay, so that's what she's experiencing as someone who you're not teaching people how to make money online, which is a big question. Like for us, we're teaching you how to convert and have wealth. You are teaching something entirely different. So take me through what are the action items that you went through for you to reach that moment when you were like, well, I can do this, after 5 months of stalling.
Sure. So I watched, I was given the top, the videos where to start to watch within your program and all your courses. And so, because it can be really overwhelming when you join a course because there is so much information, right? Like you have so much information, which is awesome, but it can be really overwhelming. And so, having people say, okay, this is where you're going to start. So that is what I did. I watched, the exact ones that they suggested at first. And then the one thing that is in my brain over and over again was get it done, not perfect. And so every time, when I first did my very first success call, when you first join, was like, okay, when is the date of your first challenge? And so I gave the date and Michael was like, no, I think we should do it a week sooner. And I was like, okay. And I've only been in the course for, a week, or the group for a week. Right. And it's like, okay. And so I then, we talked about the script, what each day would look like. I worked on the landing page. I sent my stuff in to have people look through it. Angel looked through it. I went to only specific group coaching calls that, I went with Angel about copywriting, and she went through it with the group and then with me and what I needed to change. And I was not going to do it because it became really overwhelming with like, oh my God, 5 days. Like, how am I going to do 5 days?
Yeah.
And then again, it just kept getting me through that. I have to just do this first one, because from there it's easy in that then you just, make it a little better here. You edit it here, whatever, but you have to start. And so having everyone saying, okay, well, here's your date, Kim, and how's it going? And and so I just followed all of those things, the script and all of those things, and the slides, right? I took your slides, I looked at them, I made my slides the same, but with my stuff, right? So I did all of that. And every day I did my first day, and then that whole night I'd work for a long time to get day 2 ready. Like I was not prepared ahead of time. I just went, and I mean, I have all of my information. I've taught before, but it was to put it into the way that you suggest. And so every day I was just like, okay, I can do this. I can do this. I felt amazing. I felt like I had amazing engagement. And then, in the end, I had 2 sales calls, and I sold on one of the sales calls. And so that was being like, okay, done, not perfect, is perfect.
Oh man, I hope that I'm not freezing up on you. Is it still happening? Still going?
Are you still
You
there?
see me? Yes, I am here. I'm trying to close out apps so that we could
Yeah, I'm
be.
here.
Am I good? I'm gonna talk as if I am still good. So
Yeah.
maybe okay. Now you're back. You're back. Am I back? You back?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
let me remove you and put you back in. Hold on. Okay, I'm removing her. Put her
Here.
back in. Okay, you guys, type 1 in the comments if you can hear me and her at the same time. Maybe our internet is a little bit like off for whatever reason. So I'm just gonna close out a lot of windows because you were just fine until like 30 seconds ago. So, all right, Kim, are you there? You around? I see you. Just a little bit blurry, but I see you. Try to say something.
Here.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm talking. Can you?
yes, I can hear you. Okay, we'll just continue. We'll just continue the interview, even though there's this in and out. Just try to catch whatever words you can hear from me, and then we'll get through this. This is what happens when there's tech issues. Just talk as if it's normal because the recording itself is still recording like normal. And so, with that said, what I heard from you before the tech glitches is that you just did every day as you were going through it, and then you pitched, and out of 2 people, 1 person said yes, they came into your program, and that enabled you to go, wow, this works. And it's a heck of a lot better than 5 months of inaction and paralysis. It is doing the work every single day and then seeing a result from your work that enable you to have that confidence that, hey, if I do more of this or if I do this better, then I can enroll more clients. And so that is one of the things that I take pride in because sometimes there is a program and you can be in the program for like 6 months, a year, and then you're still like not where you want to be. With us, if you're enrolling, you're converting, you're doing your thing. There's a set date and you're gonna go do it. So that I think that is the biggest gift that we can give to you and that you can give to yourself as well. With that said, I do want to ask you a question like, was there ever a point in which you were going about the doing the work that you were like, when you said, hey, I don't know if I can do this, I don't, this is overwhelming, what got you over it? What made you overcome the feeling pulling you back to like, let's not launch, let's go back to what's comfortable? What made you overcome that? All right,
And so when you make an investment, it can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Also, then I just learned to ask for help. Okay. Okay.
Oh, okay. So it does look like, Kim, you are cutting in and out.
I
Is there a way for you to
learned
come into this
to
using your phone?
help. And you have things that okay. I that so I was like, okay, how did you so
Hmm. All right, Kim. It's not just me. It looks like it's also other people that says they can't hear you. So I'm going to text you the link to here and see if you can enter it using your phone. Um, I'm gonna remove you and see if you can enter it using just your phone. All right. Okay, so try using your phone to enter, because I think that might be maybe even better quality, because the computer itself, for whatever reason, it's on your side with the reception. But if you let's just try it. If not, let me know. I'm also gonna put it into the Slack channel with you, also, Kim, so you can enter both ways. See if you can enter it using your phone, because your reception is very choppy right now. All right, we are back. Try saying hi.
Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you and I can hear you.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes. All right. Well, we'll try this out.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear and see you. Can you hear
So
and see me?
frustrating. Okay. Okay, perfect.
Okay, so we'll just repeat what you answered the last question. Go ahead and repeat that, and we'll see if the reception goes through. And if not, if the reception is super choppy and still bad, then we'll just have to cut this interview short and
Yes, I can.
Okay. Go ahead. Oh man. Uh, this is what happens with internet sometimes. Okay, so Kim, we probably do have to wrap this up now, and then when there's better internet, we can continue. But it seems like it's very
Yes,
difficult.
okay.
Darn it. All right, Kim. The reception is bad.
Okay, yeah, whatever is best for you, and yeah.
All right, thank you, Kim. So glad you're so patient through this, and I will reconnect with you. Okay. Sorry for the tech issues, and looking forward to reconnecting with you again. to have like a better interview experience. Right now it's super choppy.
Yep, sounds good.
All right. Okay. Bye. Oh man, this is what happens sometimes, you guys. We just gotta, reconnect another time. Kim is now in the green room. Kim, you can click X to get out. This thing happens, and it's totally fine. I was really excited to hear about Kim's transformation because sometimes we interview clients from all shapes and all walks of life, all different type of niches, and her niche is energy healing and really helping her people. And if you're like, Kim, I'm not like you, I don't teach how to convert and have wealth and be able to earn this income. I teach people how to heal, how to take care of themselves. Will this work for me? And Kim Dechaine is a great example of a client who was paralyzed in her inaction for 5 months, didn't do any of that, and didn't launch. And then when she got into Ignite, she just did her launch. She did her launch and she did things last minute, and she was still able to convert. And having the confidence and the ability and the step-by-step to lead to conversion is such a big breakthrough in terms of like, what's the potential for the next year of your life? What's the potential for that next launch, that next time? And then also we focus on automating a lot of the work. So what's the potential for you to remove yourself from all of the manual work that gets involved, right? So it's really stepping into that world that allows you to be able to take time back for yourself, have the life that you want, and be able to really, really help your tribe. With that said, you guys, like, thanks. We'll be bringing Kim back when she has better internet to finish up her story. And and we will be doing another interview, I believe, tomorrow. Antoinette, I'm going to be interviewing her tomorrow at 10 a.m. All right. See you guys in the next video. All right. Bye. Oh, before I hop off, we do have the program, the Ignite program, where if you're slightly on the fence, go to GroupConvert.com/ignite and book a call with our team and see if you're a good fit. If you are a good fit, then we will give you the options to enroll and to get our support, so that instead of being paralyzed, stuck for the next month of your life, the next 2 to 3 weeks, you're actually converting. So that would be super exciting. See you guys in the next video. Oh yeah, if you like that video, then you will love all the resources that I have over at kimcdang.com. That is KIMCDANG.com. There you will find all my courses, my extensions, all the offers that I have, as well as a lot of free resources if you are just getting started.